Hey everybody, how you doing? I just got back from the beach. Beautiful down. I mean, absolutely beautiful down there. The police were riding around in golf carts on the park side, telling people they have to keep moving, can't sit and drink their coffee, lay down on the grass. They got to keep moving. But it was busy down there. A lot of people exercising, walking, drinking coffee, walking, that sort of thing. But on the beach side, a lot of people sunbathing. And so, of course, I had to join them. It's the right thing to do. But it was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous down there. It's good to get the sea air and just breathe. But anyways, I wanted to talk quickly about oil. You will know that the US dollar is pegged to oil. And oil has taken a complete dump. It's gone negative in the market, meaning it's crashed right through the floor, ceiling. And if you have a trading platform, you can look at the instrument, which being oil, and just look at its graph, its course, how it's just crashed straight down. Now they say that it's worth $0 a barrel. It may have gone up to 10. A few months back, it was $100 US dollars a barrel. It dropped down to like $36 a barrel. And I heard that US drillers, riggers, those sorts of folks working out on the oil fields were hurting big time. Companies were hurting, as in keeping them afloat and paying them at 36 a barrel. And because they sell shale oil, West Texas and other companies. But now it's dropped right through to $0 a barrel. So that's got to hurt big time. I'm sorry, but I'm sure there will be a bunch of layoffs in the oil industry. And yeah, it's sad. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about was the petrodollar, which being the US dollar. You can't buy oil unless you buy in US dollars. So if the oil has plummeted right through to zero value, what does that say about the US dollar? I know the dollar is also traded on currency platforms, and that gives the US dollar its worth as well, with value thereof, but also the petrodollar big time through oil sales. But no one's buying oil. All the airlines are grounded, commercial airlines, all the vehicles, no one's driving. So there's no need for oil. And Saudi Arabia has just got a glut of it, a glut. They can't store it. They're asking countries to take advanced shipments just to store it. They can't store it. They're running out of room. Russia relies solely on oil for its economy. I know vodka sales ain't going to do anything for the Russian economy, but oil is what sustains the Russian economy. And if oil's plummeted right down to zero value, what's that going to do for the Russian economy? I just hope it doesn't cause any friction through proxies, if you know what I mean. China, interestingly enough, they don't produce oil. They import oil. And if oil is basically zero value, a couple of dollars, they will bring in millions of barrels of oil for their manufacturing to get it up and running again at some stage. President Trump said he will buy 70 million barrels of oil for reserve. He'll just put it in reserve. And the reason they do that predominantly is if there's a war. They have huge stock reserves of oil. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to the US dollar. That's my point of talking about this. Also in the Jerusalem Post overnight, there was an op-ed about the Wuhan virus. There are 30 strains now that they've found of the Wuhan virus, it is mutated 30 different mutations. So I ask you, how do medical centers, laboratories produce an antidote if there's 30 mutations, unless they hit the prime coronavirus virus, basically the prime cells per se, and then it mutates throughout. It just expands and hopefully kills off the other mutations. But if you look at the flu, for instance, there's been flu vaccines around, and they keep changing it every year as new flu strains come out. But the flu is an organic virus, whereas the Wuhan virus is, I believe, and it looks coming out in all the news media, and the president's waiting for a total report before he makes his decision what he's going to do to China. But it looks like it was an engineered virus out of the Wuhan BSL-4 laboratory. And I guarantee you it is an engineered virus. The way it mutated so quickly and moved throughout the world so quickly. What other virus has done that? And why worldwide governments panic straight off when they learned about it and heard about it. They just panic like crazy. They wouldn't do that if it was just an organic flu type virus. No way. Anyway, moving on, Kim Jong-un coming out of South Korea, Kim Jong-un had heart surgery, and post-surgery it is rumored he's gone into a coma and he's on life support. I know he was a huge smoker and overweight and short in stature, which all against, that played deeply in as heart functioning. But who is going to take over North Korea? If that is true, and we don't know whether it is, but if it is, who's going to take over? Who's going to take over those nukes that they have? Someone more radical? Someone completely insane? Or someone rational? His sister, I know, she's a demon, man. A demon on legs, I tell you. I studied her. She's a wicked ass, but we don't know whether it will be her. But we'll see. So it's worth keeping an eye on that because of the close proximity of South Korea and Japan, our allies. And Guam, of course, being close by. Elon Musk launched in May last year. He started launching satellites, low-level satellites. He said he's going to launch up to 50,000, and by mid this year, his Starlink will be up and running. And what it is, he's encircling the entire globe with low orbit satellites, and he'll be able to beam in high-speed broadband network, and it'll be the best. He says it's superior to anything there is on the planet today. But also, it can reach any place on the earth. So you could be in the middle of the Amazon jungle and you could get high broadband internet if you're working through his internet service provider. But isn't that amazing? People in Britain saw these lights across the sky the other night, and they thought it was an invasion of aliens, or some people did. But it was Elon Musk's satellites. The same throughout Europe. They said it was absolutely amazing to see all these lights in a row just going across the sky. And he fired off a rocket just last Saturday with 90, I believe, satellites in it. So he must be getting near completion to encompass the entire globe to start the network. Interesting to see, and who would ever have thought that could happen in our lifetime. Just amazing what's going on. some strange stuff going on in the world today at an expedient rate, meaning it's coming through a lot faster than it has before. I mean, in the past, over a 10-year, 15-year, 20-year period, something might happen. Today, it just seems like a couple of months. Boom, something new's happened, or something major has gone on since the start of this coronavirus, Wuhan virus. Amazing. I think it is anyway. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that, and hope to stay safe. Try and get out, get some fresh air. If you can, if you've got a beach close by, enjoy. So beautiful. Take care. Until next time.